Alright, what is up, everybody? This is my SmackDown Live review, so let's get right into it. To kick off the show, you had Miz TV with a New Day and The Miz. This was a completely pointless segment. I don't care about the New Day or The Miz during this segment. I don't care. The Miz was trying to get the truth about the Miz was trying to get the truth out of the New Day about who's gonna wrestle for the New Day at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and it came out that Big E will be wrestling for the New Day. So we found out on Miz TV that Big E will be wrestling for the New Day at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So we found out on Miz TV that Big E will be wrestling for the New Day at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Then you had a one-on-one match with The Miz versus Big E, which got interrupted by The Bar, and The Bar came out and took out Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. This would allow The Miz to take the win over Big E in a one-on-one singles match tonight on SmackDown Live. Now, this match was okay. It wasn't nothing special. I mean, Big E took the loss here. So Big E will be the one wrestling for the New Day at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. The Miz defeats Big E in a singles one-on-one match tonight on SmackDown Live in a pretty throwaway match, which I do not care for. It was just completely pointless. The whole thing was just, it was complete and utter chaos. So it was utter complete chaos. So I don't really care. So let's get to the two women's qualifying matches. You had Lana versus Billie Kay in a women's Money in the Bank qualifying match. Lana squashed Billie Kay, nothing much to say. Lana hit the face buster on Billie Kay, 1, 2, 3, and Lana qualifies for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So there you go. And then you had, now let's get right into Naomi versus Sonya Deville for the second women's Money in the Bank qualifying match, and Naomi rolled up Sonya Deville by pulling of the tights. Naomi pulled the tights of Sonya Deville, 1, 2, 3, and Naomi goes over on Sonya Deville by roll up. Nothing to see here. This match was nothing special. I mean, both women didn't really do anything. Both women didn't showcase anything. Both women got to a kicking contest. There wasn't nothing special about this match, so there's nothing to talk about here. So Naomi goes over on Sonya Deville by rolling her by her tights, and Naomi qualifies for the women's Money in the Bank qualifying match against Sonya Deville. I don't care. So, let's get into the Club versus the Usos for the #1 contendership match to see who would face the Bludgeon Brothers at Money in the Bank for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. This was a pretty good match, a decent match. I did enjoy this match with the Club and the Usos. They really gel well together in the ring. This match was really decent. I did enjoy it. There was a lot of good spots in this match. It was a really good spotted match. I did enjoy it. This match was pretty good, I have to say. I did enjoy it. And both tag teams put on a pretty good tag team match during this #1 contenders match to see who would face the Bludgeon Brothers at Money in the Bank for the #1 contendership to the SmackDown Live tag team titles at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And the match between the Club and the Usos was decent, and you had the Club pick up the win over the Usos. So the Club are the new #1 contenders for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, and now they will go on to face the Bludgeon Brothers at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I think it should be a pretty good match. I think the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Club should be a pretty good match. I think the club are going to win the titles from the Bludgeon Brothers. I think it's time for them to win Tag Team Gold. So I think the club will end up winning the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships at Money in the Bank. So the club is the new #1 contender. So Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows are the #1 contenders for the SmackDown Live World Tag Team Championships, and they will face the Bludgeon Brothers at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. And I mean, this match between the club and the Usos for the #1 contendership for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships was a pretty decent match. Like I said, I did enjoy it. There were some good spots in this match. So if I had to go, if there was one match I would refer to you guys to go back and watch this match between the Usos and the club for the #1 contendership for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. To see who will face the Bludgeon Brothers at Money in the Bank for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. So let's get on to Daniel Bryan versus Jeff Hardy. So we had Daniel Bryan made Jeff Hardy tap out by putting in the anchor hook lock on Jeff Hardy, and Daniel Bryan made Jeff Hardy tap out. Nothing to see here. This match was complete utter garbage. I don't care. I mean, these two men did nothing in the ring. They did nothing to impress me, so I wasn't impressed by this match with Jeff Hardy and Daniel Bryan. These men didn't do anything that was completely what they should have done. They should have done a lot better than this, but they didn't. So there was nothing here. Daniel Bryan made Jeff Hardy tap out. Jeff Hardy's buried. Big E is buried. So Daniel Bryan will go on next week to face Samoa Joe for a Money in the Bank qualifying match. So that's what we got next week for SmackDown Live. Overall, the best match of the night was the Usos versus the club for the #1 contendership to see who would face the Bludgeon Brothers at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. That was the best match of the night. I mean, and we got the stipulation for the match with AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, so I want to tell you guys about that. So the stipulation for AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship will be a last man standing match. Now, I think that match should be good also. I'm really looking forward to that match. I hope Nakamura wins. I want Nakamura to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against AJ Styles at Money in the Bank in their last man standing match. So overall, I give SmackDown a 1. I'm going 1 out of 10 for SmackDown Live. This show did nothing for me. I mean, like I said, the best match of the night was the Usos versus the club for the #1 contendership to see who would face the Bludgeon Brothers at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. Other than that, guys, SmackDown was mediocre. You didn't miss nothing. I mean, so that's all there was to SmackDown Live tonight. So Big E will be going for the New Day in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So I mean, that's what we got. And then we got an improv match between Big E and The Miz. And The Miz got the win over Big E tonight on SmackDown Live because of the bar. So there you go, guys. That's what happened tonight on SmackDown Live. There was nothing really to see. There was nothing really to see on SmackDown Live tonight. I mean, the only two best things that come out of SmackDown Live tonight was the stipulation for the AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura match, and the tag team match between the club and the Usos for the #1 contendership to see who would face the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Live World Tag Team Championships at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. But other than that, guys, SmackDown Live tonight was mediocre. This show did nothing. This show didn't do nothing of importance. I didn't care about this show. So tonight, SmackDown Live gets a 1 out of 10. And like I say, is go back and watch the match with the Usos and the Club for the #1 contendership to see who will face the Bludgeon Brothers at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. Other than that, guys, I will talk to you guys later. SmackDown Live tonight was mediocre. It was a mediocre show. You guys didn't miss anything. So anyway, guys, I will talk to you guys later.